Do you trust the British police?
I do. But, remember my experience with the police in Nigeria was very negative. And coming to the UK, my first experience with the police was very positive. The police in Nigeria would rob us. So when people say, "Oh, I had this bad experience with the police because I'm black and they're white," I was like, "Well, I remember the police stole my brother's shoes and his watch."
His shoes?
Yeah, they took his shoes and his watch. It's a very poor country, so people do all sorts of things, and giving people a gun is just a license to intimidate.
Kemi Badenoch, the leader of the UK Conservative Party, has reignited debates surrounding her identity after her recent remarks in an interview with The Spectator. Born in the UK to Nigerian Yoruba parents, she emphasizes her affinity for her Yoruba heritage over a broader identification with Nigeria as a nation. She claims, "That's what I really am." Her Yoruba ancestry is a source of pride and a defining element of her identity. However, her comments have stirred controversy, especially following her criticisms of Nigeria's governance, labeling it a socialist state brimming with thieving politicians and insecurity.
I chose this country because here I could breathe free and I could be everything that I wanted to be. I grew up in Nigeria and I saw firsthand what happens when politicians are in it for themselves, when they use public money as their private piggy banks, when they promise the earth and pollute not just the air but the whole political atmosphere with their failure to serve others. I saw what socialism means for millions. It's poverty and broken dreams. I came to Britain determined to make my way in a country where hard work and honest endeavour can take.
In the realm of contemporary politics, identity has emerged as a multifaceted and contentious concept, with individuals grappling to reconcile their personal roots with the labels and expectations imposed upon them. The case of Kemi Badenoch, a prominent figure in the United Kingdom's Conservative Party, serves as a poignant illustration of this identity conundrum. Born in the UK to Nigerian Yoruba parents, Badenoch has found herself at the center of a public discourse surrounding her national affiliation and cultural heritage. Her recent comments, in which she expressed a stronger connection to her Yoruba ethnicity than to Nigeria as a nation, have ignited debates about the nature of identity and the complexities of her background. As Badenoch has stated, she considers herself less Nigerian and identifies more deeply with her Yoruba lineage. This assertion has raised eyebrows and drawn criticism from some quarters, who argue that her Nigerian heritage cannot be separated from her identity. These remarks drew sharp backlash, particularly from Nigeria's Vice President Kashim Shettima, who suggested she change her name if she no longer wishes to be associated with Nigeria.
Rishi Sunak, the former British Prime Minister, is originally from India. A very brilliant young man. He never denigrated his nation of ancestry, nor poured venoms on India. Kemi Badenoch, the leader of the British Labour or Conservative Party. We are proud of her, in spite of her efforts at denigrating her nation of origin. She is entitled to her own opinions. She has even every right to remove the Kemi from her name. But that does not underscore the fact that the greatest black nation on earth is the nation called Nigeria.
Badenoch responded by distancing herself from northern Nigeria, where Shettima originates, stating it's a haven for Islamism and Boko Haram. She expressed dismay at being identified as Nigerian, asserting she has nothing in common with people from the north, describing them as our ethnic enemies. Her Yoruba surname, Adegoke, signifies strength and a history of warriors. Badenoch's remarks have sparked both criticism and support, reigniting conversations about identity and heritage. However, Badenoch's perspective reflects a growing trend among individuals of mixed or multicultural backgrounds, who may feel a stronger affinity for specific ethnic or cultural groups within their broader national identity. It is crucial to recognize that identity is not a static concept but rather a fluid and ever-evolving construct. Individuals may identify with multiple facets of their heritage, and these affiliations can shift depending on context and personal experience. In Badenoch's case, her upbringing in the UK and her experiences with British culture have undoubtedly shaped her understanding of her place in the world. Moreover, Badenoch's comments should not be interpreted as a rejection of her Nigerian ancestry. Instead, they reflect a nuanced understanding of her identity that encompasses both her Yoruba heritage and her British upbringing. She has consistently expressed pride in her Nigerian roots and has never denied her connection to the country of her birth. However, Badenoch's remarks have also sparked a broader debate about the role of ethnicity and nationality in defining identity. Some critics have accused her of downplaying her Nigerian heritage in favor of a more conservative, British, identity. Others have argued that her focus on her Yoruba ethnicity is a form of cultural essentialism that ignores the complexities of her background. It is important to approach these discussions with sensitivity and avoid resorting to simplistic labels. Badenoch's identity is her own to define, and it is not for others to dictate whether it is authentic or inauthentic. The ongoing debate surrounding her identity serves as a reminder that identity is a multifaceted and deeply personal construct, and that individuals should be free to navigate its complexities without judgment. Furthermore, Badenoch's comments have raised questions about the nature of Nigerian identity itself. Nigeria is a diverse nation, home to over 250 ethnic groups and a wide range of cultural traditions. To define Nigerian in a narrow or exclusive way would be to deny the richness and diversity of the country. Badenoch's focus on her Yoruba heritage challenges the idea of a monolithic Nigerian identity and highlights the need for a more inclusive and nuanced understanding of what it means to be Nigerian. In conclusion, Kemi Badenoch's identity is a complex and multifaceted tapestry, woven from the threads of her Nigerian heritage and her British upbringing. Her recent comments have sparked important debates about the nature of identity, the role of ethnicity and nationality, and the complexities of Nigerian identity. As the world becomes increasingly interconnected and diverse, it is essential to approach discussions about identity with open-mindedness and respect. Individuals should be free to define their own identity, and their choices should not be subject to judgment or criticism. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content.